and I have had legislators tell me this, I've had folks who work for me, you get one email or voicemail on something, not necessarily big news. You get two, maybe. Three is,
Start paying attention, yeah.
You get four, and it's assigned somebody to check what this is like. You get five, and you start talking with other legislators because this is a groundswell.
Yeah,
It would not take that many people.
Yeah.
You know, if we could put together 10 to 15 people in every county, and the key and one of the problems is folks with disabilities don't play nice together.
No.
You know, they just don't. And I've been saying this for 40 plus years. Basically, all of us want probably the same 10 things, but we want it in a different order. And I've been saying for that many years, let's put them all in a hat and we pull one out. And that's what we all go after for that year. And if we had done that 40 years ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation today.
That's right.
And I'm absolutely serious about that.
Yeah.
Because
you can't pull that both ends.
yeah. But 1,000 people statewide could influence all of this.
And
They were all doing the same thing.
That's
And
true.
I think Terry and I get highly frustrated when people come to us and they expect us to be their spokesperson. Why not come along with us?
Yeah.
Because after a while, talking about the same thing over and over, you can get burned out
Yep.
very easily.
Yeah, you really can.
And if it's
Yeah.
not a large group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's the two of us going every time,
Yeah.
it starts getting old. And legislators are, it's like, you keep saying this is so important to everybody, but where's everybody at?
Yep, I've kind of felt that way myself, Terry, and I totally get what you said about, providers it looks kind of self-serving when we're there trying to promote ourselves.
Well, and I don't know how it can look any other way.
Yeah,
You know, if it's a service you provide, whether it's a car, a hamburger, whatever, these improvements will make it more desirable and will result in more money being spent.
Yeah.
And
And
you're going to
probably,
get some of it, hopefully.
less costly
Yeah.
to the state
Yeah.
in the long run.
Yep.
Although it's interesting that nobody questions, or hardly anybody would question, the need for the best possible cancer care
Right.
or the best possible cardiology care, but yet, and it wouldn't be considered, self-serving for the hospital to say, we need to expand, or, everybody would understand that you're trying to give better cancer care. So I think,
Everybody knows multiple people who have been affected by cancer
Yeah.
or who have been affected by heart disease
That's
or
very
that
true.
kind of thing.
That's very true.
And disabilities are still kind of a mystery.
yeah, and they're hidden, yeah.
And,
They are.
you know,
Yeah.
Especially mental illness.
Mental illness you can't see, for one thing, and then it is difficult for people to talk about mental illness. And I think Sara and I are kind of on a campaign to talk about it and be open about it.
absolutely.
But a lot of people don't want to talk about it very much.
Yeah, it's true.
And there's just so many misnomers about
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there are.
what it is, which is probably why people have trouble remembering that Chatham Oaks isn't the old county care facility or isn't the poor farm and all those old terms.
That's right. That's right. I'd just like to, again, reinforce what you said, Terry, about, I have also heard legislators say that if they hear from 5 people, that's like, whoa, we need to take a look at this. This is a serious issue. And we have, over the last year and a half, really tried to encourage our family members and individuals we serve to write letters, contact even the governor, legislators, DHS, and you know.
We somehow have to get a meeting with our folks and get our folks convinced of this.
Yeah.
So that, you know, one email sent out gets X number of responses to the people who need it. And
yeah, and I do think a campaign with DHS would be helpful as well, because, you know, we we tend to focus on the legislators, but, you know, DHS administrative staff don't always hear from people who are the.
And do you mean at the county level?
Yeah, or I mean even at the state level.
Or at the state level,
like Director Palmer and Rick Schultz. You know, hearing from individuals who are actually consumers of services and are impacted by cuts and services, and you know, helping them to understand the importance of listening to family members and individuals and advocates. That, you know, I don't think I've met anyone at any of these meetings in Des Moines who is sitting in the audience like me and speaks up, who's in it for themselves or their agency.
Right.
I mean, I know myself, I get very passionate about services for people with mental illness, and
you won't last in a field very long if you're not.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
None of us got into this to become millionaires.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and the whole thing there about contacting the legislators and folks at DHS and that is because if the legislators get enough contact about a specific service or whatever, who are they going to contact about it? They're going to call DHS and say, hey, you know, I've gotten 300 phone calls and emails about this service that we don't have or this one that we need to be tweaked. Are you hearing about this too? And they can go, God, it's been crazy this week. We've gotten however many. And then the light clicks on in both places. You know, aha, maybe we better start looking at this. But again, it has to be multiple people and multiple points of contact.
Yep.
And those things will help.
Without putting my foot in my mouth, DHS has to catch up with the times. They're still way back in the 50s and 60s. And we can't exist on that far back on what they're giving us now.
Oh, and yeah, well, when we talk about funding and funding being cut now, 42 years ago, when I broke my neck, the first thing a social worker said to me was, never accumulate more than $2,000 in cash.
Oh, gosh.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
42 years ago, $2,000 was the maximum.
It still is.
Exactly.
It is today.
Name one other thing that over the last 42 years has not increased.
Boy, yeah.
Tell me what I could have bought 42 years ago with my $2,000 and what I could buy today would cost the same?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I doubt it.
You know, that whole thing is just craziness.
Yeah.
And I don't really know who sets. I think that's a mandate.
I think it is.
I believe so.
You know, we'd have to go
Yeah.
after feds for that.
Yeah, that's a really good point, though.
You were talking about the 5-person houses.
Yeah.
I have a brother who lives in Des Moines who has a 5-person house 2 doors down from me.
Ah, all right.
Has had for years. Said they're pretty much the best neighbors he's got around. You know, that don't cause trouble, are polite when he's out and around in that. And I mean, he's been around it for 42 years. But, you know, the first pushback that y'all are going to have when you start
Yeah.
looking for places to do this in is from neighbors.
Going.
The value of the neighborhood's going to go down. Value of my house is going to go down.
Either
I
that
always
or
used to ask in meetings, do you plan on selling your house?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to live there till I die. Well, then you can save money on taxes. What are you complaining about?
either that or you're not in my backyard.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Not in my backyard.
You
That's
know,
exactly
so-
right. And I think it's kind of the opposite when actually is because,
Yeah.
like you said, we would be like great neighbors and not having parties or causing trouble or
Parties are
loud,
not a bad thing.
you know, well, not
Loud ones.
raucous parties. Oh, or loud
Depends on the neighborhood.
vehicles. Yeah,
Pick
that's
the wrong
true.
neighborhood, raucous doesn't have to be very much. You got a radio on over there?
That's true. And also, you know, we would be maintaining the yard,
Yeah. That's
right.
you know, shoveling snow, maintaining the house, and
There could be
Maybe
a
even-
lot worse neighbors.
oh yeah,
And I
definitely,
mean,
definitely.
You even have a little opportunity for folks in the house to earn money shoveling and
Yeah.
mowing other people. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you know, the house is not going to get run down. It's, you know, it's not going to be a horrible thing to happen. But I went through that with Goodwill when I was in Des Moines. Over and over and over, we were down there, you know, trying to lobby the city council to let one group or another purchase in a certain neighborhood. And God, they went through some study and got it down to some ridiculous amount of locations in Des Moines where that would be okay. And it turned out 3/4 of them were parking lots.
Oh, wow,
So it was,
wow.
you know, and
That's
all
a very unfair attitude because you know
Yeah.
these are human beings like
Yeah.
everybody else. So it's very unfair to the not in my backyard
it
attitude.
is. Well, we've done it again.
Oh,
We're out of time.
all right.
I don't know that we'll do episode 3 today, but I certainly would like to invite you guys back for another program because I still don't think we've finished everything
Yeah,
that we've been talking about.
yeah.
So
All
again,
right.
thank you very much, and thank you, Sarah. We really appreciate having
Yeah.
somebody who's living this. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, Keith.
Take care, Daddy. I'm lying out there.